It is considered adulterous to date someone who is already married to someone else. When you begin an affair with someone other than your significant other, you frequently experience a high surge. But how can you tell whether a married woman has feelings for you? What are the telltale signals that a married lady is falling for you? How can you tell whether a married lady is attracted to you and likes you? Watch and see. A married lady would typically show you all the affection in the world and will lavish you with love if she is truly and genuinely in love with you. Nevertheless, it's also rather typical for some anxiety and guilt to accompany all the good sentiments. Because of these conflicting feelings, it can be challenging to determine whether a married woman is actually interested in you or not. Fortunately, there are several physical and psychological cues that married women use to let you know if they're falling for you. What psychological indicators exist that a married lady loves you? What bodily behaviors does she engage in if she begins to feel a connection with you? I'll explain the top 10 accurate warning indicators for you today. Number 1. She prefers to hang out alone. Are you and your friend the only ones who always hang out? Does she never want to invite you and your friends to participate as a group of girls? If so, it's one of the crucial indicators that she's interested in you. This is due to the fact that if a married lady falls in love with you, she will naturally anticipate spending more one-on-one time with you rather than with the group. She might even be concerned about being caught if one of her close friends finds out about your friendship. As a result, she always expresses disapproval whenever you invite others to join you. Instead, it was obvious to you that she is constantly engaged in creating plans that just
involve the two of you. Therefore, her habit of making only for you plans demonstrates her already being in love with you. Number 2. She might express dissatisfaction with her husband. Another blatant sign that a married woman is falling for you comes in the form of this: her portrayal of her spouse as a horrible guy and her desire to separate from him are true and persistent. This is due to the fact that by saying that, she elicits a great deal of pity while also subtly conveying her desire for another man. She might even reveal anything by making comparisons between your traits and those of her husband while continually praising the ones you possess that he doesn't. This demonstrates her developing affections for you on a deeper level and serves as a subtle indicator that she wants you as her husband. Number 3. When you talk or start dating other girls, she becomes mute. This is one of the best tests you can use if you want to determine a woman's true emotions and thoughts. And once you perform this test, trust me when I say that your woman's response reveals far more than you can ever anticipate. Simply inform her that you have been speaking to another girl and are interested in her for a few days. Just wait to see her response. If she suddenly stops talking to you without explanation, it is obvious that she is really in love with you and quite possessive of you. She can be always concerned that you might develop feelings for other girls because she is married. As a result, if you met and fell in love with another girl, many unfavorable feelings like dread, worry, despair, and so on begin to surface in her head. Because she is unable to communicate her feelings verbally, she keeps quiet while displaying her wrath and denial. A married woman's sudden bursts of silent attention toward you, while you converse with other girls, plainly indicate that she is deeply drawn to you. Number 4. She mentions that anything tells you that something or someone has reminded her of you. According to psychology, the likelihood that many people nearby resemble the person you are missing is high if you are thinking or missing someone else excessively. This is a result of an influence your subconscious mind has over your eyes. The more you long for someone, the more you want to see them and relive the pleasant moments. Thus, everything starts to automatically conjure up memories of that person thanks to an illusion your subconscious mind conjures. Tell me, what does it signify when a married woman keeps getting reminders of you everywhere she goes? Why does she keep thinking about you despite having a husband? It does imply that she is thinking too much about you, which demonstrates her undeniable love for you. If not, explain why you think a married woman with a partner and a family is missing and thinking about you all the time. Number 5. She blushes. Blushing is a wonderful sign to look for because it is a physiological response over which we have no cognitive control. Strong emotions, such as those brought up when you fall in love with someone, might cause blushes. An indication that a married lady loves you is if she flushes when she sees you or if you are giving her a loving glance. Number 6. She makes subtle movements to indicate that you are hers. Another unmistakable indication that a lady wants you desperately and at all costs is this. She could have publicly declared her love for you and claimed you as her husband if she hadn't already been married. She utilizes certain subtle cues to indicate that you are hers, but she does it since she is married and doesn't want anybody else to know she has feelings for you. She does this in an effort to subtly convey to you and everyone around you that you should not be taken by others. On the other hand, it also serves as a reflection of her sentiments or thoughts she has inside her. Yes, she is in love with you and believes that you are hers, and her actions reflect this. Common indirect actions include insisting that you continuously report your location, accepting your advice like a partner would, expressing her desire for you to be her husband, etc. Number 7. She lies to her husband while spending time with you. Despite being with you, does she tell her spouse that she is out with her girlfriends? Is she purposefully avoiding you so you can't meet her husband? She gives her husband absurd excuses, so are you spending out with her in secret? If so, there is a good likelihood that she is already in love with you and is wary of being discovered. She does worry that her spouse will discover that she has affections for you and that she is lying to him. She therefore continues to tell him lies in order to avoid this and keep him from learning the truth. She might not even have lied to her husband about hanging out with you if she had simply thought of you as a platonic friend. Instead, she might have freely told him about you. On the other hand, if she is lying all the time, there might be more going on. Number 8. She makes an effort to make you happy. In order to meet you, she gets into trouble with her spouse, she goes above and beyond to make your important events even more memorable, and she makes sure she doesn't do anything you don't like in order to keep you happy. It sounds like you. If so, it can indicate that she is developing feelings for him. Yes, as you get to know someone well, you learn a little bit about their dislikes in addition to their likes. So, it is obvious that a married lady is falling for you when she makes an effort to keep you happy. Number 9. She might text or phone you late at night. Does she give you late night calls? Does she engage in late night conversation with you? Then it might be an indication that she is drawn to you. The likelihood is that she may be concealing your contact, therefore she may be pinging you in anticipation of having a romantic talk with you once her spouse is asleep and when she is alone. Number 10. Persisting in flirtatious, amorous conversations or behaviors. A married lady will undoubtedly stop you once you enter the love zone if you are in the friend zone or if she is actually uninterested in you. In reality, this occurs subconsciously because women typically draw a clear distinction between friends and love relationships. If a married lady is involved, this is even more true. If you try to flirt with a married lady, she will stop you at all costs if she truly views you as a friend. She definitely puts an end to the chat because she doesn't want it to appear as though she's cheating in her husband's eyes. But what if she blushes, please? What if she doesn't object to your amorous and flirtatious conversations? Then it is undeniably a sign that she loves you. Yes, a married woman is already quite attracted to you if she doesn't stop you anytime your chats turn passionate. Guys, that's all for today. See you in another BrainTube video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because it helps me to make more videos like this.